back to my channel, Luxe Party Favors by Nikki, and today I am starting my Halloween series. I can't believe that Halloween is right around the corner. It's literally next month. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to show you some different options for party favors or birthday party favors, trick-or-treat options. But before we get started, I do have a shameless plug. If you have followed me over at least the past 3 weeks, I have introduced you to my new channel. My new Facebook group is called the Luxe Craft Room. I am going to leave the link in the description box below. I would love for you to join. Right now we have 70 members, which is amazing, but I'm going to continue to give you these plugs until we grow. It's going to be amazing once we really start to interact, share information, promote, and just have a good old time over in the Luxe Craft Room. Okay, let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you what I'll be showing you today. That sounded redundant, but I'm gonna keep it in there. Okay, today we have a design tutorial and assembly, but the assembly is super simple because we're just gonna be cutting something out. We're gonna make these adorable tic-tac-toe favors, which were a hit for me last year. And I'm just gonna show you how I designed this in Canva and how I put everything together. This is a great option, especially during Halloween, when you're handing out goodies for trick-or-treat season or trick-or-treat night, Halloween night. Got to get my words together, and you know, it's a good option for those who don't want to give their kids candy. And what you can do is go ahead and slap your label on the back, and guess what? You got a two for you, giving out Halloween treats and you're promoting your business as well. So this is the season. Holiday season is the season to really promote, get your name out there, get a lot of sales, and just get people interested in knowing what you offer. And if you can offer it for free, you know, especially during Halloween or when you're giving out goodies to your children's class, put your label on there. Parents, at least if they're parents like me, you know, I love a cute little vibe. Someone said, oh, wow, this is so cute. You know, where did the parent get this? Did they make it? Look on the back, put your QR code on there. All they have to do is scan it, and boom, you have another customer or a potential customer who will tell a friend or purchase the items themselves. Okay, so next thing you're gonna see is my Canva screen, and then we're gonna go into the assembly part. All right, so once you're at the Canva homepage, you're going to select Create Design, change PX to inches, width 11, height 8x5, and create new design. At that point, you're gonna head over to the Elements section off to the left, select the square shape, and select position, change the width to 4, the height to 6, and that's going to be 4x6, of course, but you can use any size that works for you. But this is the size that we're going to use today. You're going to select outline. I just left it at 4 and change that brown to white because we don't want a colorful background. But of course, if you want a colorful background, leave it. Within the element section, type in tic-tac-toe, and I selected the tic-tac-toe option that I liked. And you'll notice that there are little crowns. Those crowns mean Canva Pro. There are Canva standard options for you as well, but I definitely recommend Canva Pro. There's so many options that you're not going to find in a standard package. Okay, in the elements section, again, I selected Halloween. Well, I didn't select, I typed in Halloween banner. There were a variety. Again, there were a good amount of Canva Pro options, but if you select See All, I'm sure you'll see some other options that don't have that little crown. And I'm just moving them around, trying to figure out what look I want to get. So I'm gonna just leave it like that and move the tic-tac-toe image down just so that everything fits. Okay, at that point, I'm going to search for a Halloween sign, and you'll notice towards the middle of this design, I'm going to remove it, but I select I keep saying select. I typed in Happy Halloween, and there are a variety of options for you. So I chose this sign. I thought it was super cute. I'm just going to change the color to match the banner. And now I'm just maneuvering it, just trying to figure out where I should put it. And that's all in the design, you know, the creativity process. You're going to just move things around to figure out what works for you. And I'm always moving and deleting and changing things. And I show you that process when I'm doing a design tutorial, just so that you all know that it just doesn't happen, you know, the first try. So again, I'm just looking for some different Halloween elements. I just went to elements and typed in Halloween. I thought these pumpkins were super cute, so I'm just going to put them in the corner, and you'll see it's going to get deleted because I decided not to use it. But when you select different elements, it saves and you can find it easily if you want to reuse it. So I may reuse it in another design. So I thought those bats would be super cute, so I selected those. And again, just trying to figure out what makes sense. There's a lot going on up at the top already with the banner, so I'm going to decide ultimately to move those bats to the bottom of the design. And I'm also going to delete that Halloween sign. So that's what you see right now. I'm just going to move that Halloween to the side, and I'm going to look for something else that is more suitable for my taste, more suitable for the look that I'm going for. Again, I just typed in Happy Halloween, and then I'm just going to scroll down to see what I like. And I thought that was super cute. So just this Halloween sign, and then I'm just going to end up typing happy with just the text font or the text option. So I'm going to change the color again to match the banner. So I selected the orange, and I'm going to change it to that purple color. And then I went to edit, effects, shadows, outline, and I want to outline in black. I outline pretty much everything if you've been following me. Usually I outline things in white, but for this purpose, I'm going to outline in black. All right, so I just moved that below, and then now I'm going to add the happy, and all I need it to do is choose the text option, and I'm going to type in happy and then select the font that I want. So I originally chose that font because I used it for something else, but then I decided to use the Jeepers font because I've used that before and I like the way that it looked. So at this point, I'm just going to change the color again to match the rest of the design. I just changed it to that purple color. I'm going to choose effects, outline, and then outline that happy in black again. And at that point, I'm just going to increase the thickness. You can keep the thickness of the outline the same, or just increase it or decrease it. So now I'm figuring out, okay, well, there's a lot going on up at the top, so I'm going to move those bats to the bottom. But I didn't want the bats and the pumpkins, so move those pumpkins to the side and just decided to delete them. But they are saved in my recently used elements, so I can easily go back to them when I want to use them. So I selected everything, chose group, and now I'm going to duplicate that so I can have two little tic-tac-toe boards on one sheet. You can also write tic-tac-toe on here as well, but most kids know that this is a tic-tac-toe board. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and download it. Select share, download. I usually scale it to 2 or a little over 2. Select download again, and then it's going to pop up. But if there are multiple pages, make sure that you download the correct page. And this is it, my friends. This is the design. At this point, I'm going to go to print. I actually decided to print this image at 95%. Okay, so you saw that super simple designs. I like it because you have so many options in Canva, even if you have the standard version, but I definitely recommend Canva Pro if you plan on making this a business, because there are way more options and I believe that the fee is worth it. But we're going to use normal cardstock paper. I got this from Walmart to print out our design. And the reason for that is because if you try printing on any type of photo cardstock paper, the little erasers, which you'll see in a bit, they leave a mark on the paper. So we're just going to use normal cardstock paper for this. And of course, this is a savings for you as well. All right, so this is what it looks like printed out in cardstock, but I'm also going to show you what it looks like printed out on photo cardstock paper as well. So with the cardstock, it enables you to use these little themed erasers, which I'm going to show you in a bit. However, it's not as vibrant as it would be with the photo paper. So if you choose to use some other type of markers, for example, beads, then the photo paper will work just fine. I'm going to show you what the photo paper looks like in a bit, and you'll see the difference. Okay, again, this is normal cardstock, and this is what it looks like with photo paper. Obviously, it's a clear difference. Also, I did print it a little smaller with this in order to fit into the Mylar bag that I'm going to show you. So this is printed at 100% and this is printed at 95%. So depending on the size bag you have, you can adjust your printer settings appropriately. Okay, so I purchased these little erasers last year because, like I said, I sold these last year and they were a hit, and I sold them for pretty much all of the holidays. I made Christmas themed, what else? Valentine's Day themed, and I also paired it with a few custom wrap snacks. Okay, so we're gonna use the black cats. I'm just gonna use 5 of each, and I will link everything below, and we're just gonna use these little ghosts. I'll link the location that I purchased these below. And I purchased these as well. I think these would be super cute with some type of shakers, but I haven't created anything just yet. Okay, I'm gonna show you what will happen if you use the erasers, and this is what they are, the erasers on the photo paper. I don't know if you can see that, but you see it's leaving little stains on the paper and pretty much ruins the design. But if you use beads, like I mentioned, then you won't have that problem. So you can print it out just fine with this. So you don't see that same issue with the paper, of course, because these are erasers and they're meant for paper. Okay, so I have this spare Mylar bag. I purchased a bunch of them, but I used many of them. I think this is, what is this? Like maybe 6 by 8. I can't recall. But I'm just gonna slip that in there. And open it up a little bit more so it can fit. So these are food grade, so that's why you can open up the bottom as well if you put some snacks in it. Trying to slide it in there. I may have to make it a little bit smaller next time, but you just press it down. Okay, and just throw these erasers in there. And the Mylar bags are expensive. Not expensive, but they're more expensive than other options. So I'm gonna show you another option that you can use. So there you have it. I'm trying to push it in there so I can close it. There you go. And you can also add a little sticker on the back, you know, Happy Halloween, whatever, you know, you like. You can add the child's name on the top or bottom. This will make a good party favor. Add a bunch of snacks in here, put this in a separate bag. I'm gonna show you another option, another bag option that you can use for this. So I have these plastic bags as well, and you get a ton of them. Maybe not a ton, maybe about 50 for probably half the cost. And I'll link this below as well. And again, it'll be the same thing. And this actually fits a little better. And it's not as wasteful as you have as a Mylar bag, because the Mylar bags are nice, let's be real. So what I did last year, I either sold the Tic-Tac-Toe boards alone, or I'd bag up the Tic-Tac-Toe boards and the little erasers. And then I would use the Mylar bag to put everything in, but I had a bigger bag. I think I had like a 6.9 bag. And then like I said, I add snacks and some other things as well. All right, friends, so there you have it. I'm going to bring you out so that I could say goodbye. Okay, friends, I certainly hope that this video was helpful for you and that you can take this idea into the holy cow. You know, my words, sometimes they're a little shaky. You can take this idea into the Halloween season. I think it's an adorable idea. And again, if you want to really pimp this out, you can add some treats in there, add some vinyl with the names, put a sticker on the back. Of course, don't forget to put your QR code so people know who you are and how they can continue to purchase, and they can easily tell a friend, hey, scan this QR code and, you know, Nikki has got you, or fill in the blank of your name has got you. Okay, friends, again, thank you so much for watching. And if you have been enjoying my channel, feel free to subscribe, tell a friend, share, comment, because when you do, and don't forget to like, and when you do, because that tells the algorithm that you want to see more tutorials from me. And of course, don't forget to head on over to the Luxe Craft Room on Facebook. We love to have you. And that is all I have. I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful day.